Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to break down RWAs. We do talk Ondo Finance a lot on this channel. It's one of my conviction plays. I want to share with you guys some reasoning behind that, as well as we will take a dive into the charts. I want to show you guys some data and what I've been looking at, a trend that has appeared on the charts. I'm going to break that all down for you guys in this video. So I do appreciate you all tuning in. Remember to stick around to the end where I will give you guys my take, and we'll get you guys out of here in a couple minutes. So I appreciate you guys all tuning in, and all of my subscribers returning does mean a lot. Also, if you're new to the channel, following along on X, make sure you all give me a follow on that platform as well. And let's get down into it, okay? Now, RWAs, right? We talk Ondo, we talk Chainlink. This is a rising conversation that we do talk about the momentum and morale in crypto. One of the sectors that I have been kind of dabbling into, and as we look at a clear-cut front runner, it is Ondo Finance. We talk kind of the governmental relationships within the United States and what they're looking to do and bring to the table within tokenization of real-world assets. Clear-cut, far in advance, in my opinion, the #1 front runner. Okay. Now, what I'm going to tell you guys is not financial advice. Always be sure to do your own research and due diligence. But as we look at kind of the last days that we have had, I want to bring up to the table kind of the conversation within CoinMarketCap, right? Fear and greed shifting down to 56. Bitcoin was at 111, trending all the way down below 105,000. And I just never really envisioned kind of what we have going on with all this tariff discussion, the macro, that we could be trading in an environment where Bitcoin is over 100,000 and people are starting to get exhausted, lose morale. I think a lot of that has to do with some of the leverage that we are seeing in crypto. The futures market has been kind of indicated by a lot of the long short ratio that is kind of plaguing us. But more so as we go down the board, and I want to talk about Ondo as we have shifted into green for the day. But this is something as we look at Ondo, 82 cents on the chart. It's essentially flat, 0.4% as we currently are recording. I want to kind of give mention into kind of what we're here to talk about. And this is why RWAs within Ondo Finance, we're leading in 3x the total value growth. But will the price follow? Okay. So we're going to segue into the trading view where I want to break this all down. But first, guys, if you are looking to get involved, start trading crypto, check out my exchange that I do use, BTCC. Spot and leverage trading available to most clients. And with my link, if you do use it, 10% bonus on first-time deposits, as well as 40% lower trading fees for new users. And also there is 500x leverage, no VPN KYC necessary, up to 300 plus crypto futures. Check them out, 14 plus years in the industry, long-standing reputation within that game. So if you are looking for a new exchange, you want to make the switch, others have done so. Check out that link down below and start trading today on BTCC. Okay, but back into the trading view, this is what I want to illustrate to you all. We look at Ondo, and one thing does attract me to them is the fact that they have not been around for quite some time. They have not seen a bull cycle. This is a relatively new crypto in terms of crypto lifespan. And as we look at kind of the 30-day cycles that we have had, you can see these navy blue trend lines that I have drawn on the screen. Every 30 days, we have seen that this little bit of a dump. You talk about April 16th, you talk about May 4th, 30 days later, a little bit less than that, May 19th, and then to where we are at right here, right now, okay, June 1st. May 31st really was that turning point, and this bottom blue line that I have drawn is kind of that floor that I look for at around 80, 82 cents, and that is a level that Ondo does not dip below too often, okay, and if it does, usually does get some support and bounces back very nicely. Now, the reason why I'm telling you guys this is I will pull up my trading indicator. This is XT Algo, but if you aren't looking at something like this, right, I use momentum a lot to do my crypto trades. And as we've seen right here, guys, every time that I did illustrate these bottom points, and this is not financial advice, I'll never tell you guys to buy or sell crypto, but we have seen subsequent pumps following these momentum ups at the bottom as we get closer to this trend line at the bottom, 82 cents. And that's where we flash back on May 31st, momentum up. So using some historical basis, we can kind of infer that we are likely to see Ondo in the next 2 weeks, probably June 16th, 17th, around that time period. Ondo may try to reclaim $1 yet again. But before that, I do think we get some consolidation, what we have going within the tariff talks, all that discussion with China. It is kind of a violent, turbulent, volatile market that we are trading in right now. So please keep that in mind. But I do foresee personally for my investment strategy that we will get some consolidation before eventually in about two and a half weeks, we will see a rise in prices where Ondo rebounds and we get close to that $91 threshold that we have failed to break through, right? We did kind of breach through it, wicking as high as $1.14, but nothing solidifying above that level for all too long. So please keep that in mind. But what we came here to talk about is what we're going to get into. Ondo Finance leading RWAs in total volume, total value locked growth by 3x. Okay. The big question though is how does that all kind of play out? How does that imply future growth and price action? But over the past year, the TVL has risen 3x with most growth on the Ethereum and Solana blockchains. Okay. If Ondo does hold above 80 cents, which we talked about how important that floor is, a possible reversal may happen. We kind of indicated why I do believe that based on the historical basis. Okay. But as we kind of continue to stay below $1, despite seeing all this adoption, the total value lock growing, Ondo is still on top in terms of the RWA plays that we have in the market. Outside of Ondo, I do like Chainlink a lot. I think that's a very undervalued spot right now as well. And as this market continues to be plagued by the tariffs and what we have coming in the macro direction, I do think there is a conversation to be had about the cheapness, I guess you would say, the value, the discount that we do get in the market currently. Okay. And this is where Ondo, as I talk about, anything under $1 is a buy for me. It's not financial advice. Like I say, I'll never tell you to buy or sell crypto, but I do believe in the future of Ondo. And as you look at kind of what we've seen, right, the OUSD and USDY, okay, held on the Ethereum blockchain, 600 million, okay, worth on Ethereum and 300 million on Solana. That's where we're seeing the most growth on Solana and Ethereum. Arbitrum 1 has also brought in 150, and Polygon has fewer funds deposited, around 50 million. But this growth does coincide with people believing more so in the RWA world. And you can see this indicated by kind of what we're looking at within the total value locked rising and being on an uptrend since its inception back, if we look back to June and July of 2024. Okay, so if we do stay positive, I think that this kind of boom that we're looking at within the TVL, it's something that does kind of help Ondo's cause. But right now, the RWA kind of momentum, if you will, the growth that we're seeing, it's not anything sudden. Okay, it's more of a mindset where it's not implemented, it's all speculation. But I do think that there is a lot of the growth that we're seeing with Ondo growing because Ethereum and Solana are showing a lot of strong trust and their blockchain is on the rise. But Ethereum has been the interesting one because we are seeing a little bit of a shift into Ethereum. Look at some of the numbers and transactions. Ethereum's kind of getting back on the come up, and that could indicate that we would have a little bit of a segue into altcoin season, a little bit of shift in that Bitcoin dominance. So please keep that in mind, but there's still a lot of impact that we are being felt within Ondo. As we look at kind of that 80 cents, 79 cents support, if we do kind of reverse out of this, I think this is something where we could retest the $1.37, the dollar, even as high as we've seen all-time highs when we look back at Ondo at $1.95. It's just something that I think is really in the works as we date back all the way through 2024. Okay. And that's something where we haven't hit that since December 2024. And that would be at a roughly, as we wicked up close to $2.20. But I do think that right now for Ondo, in a short-term swing, as we trade around 80 cents, hover around this level, I think that there is a lot of reasons to believe that Ondo will once again challenge $1 very shortly. Me personally, I have it about a 2.5 week window. So just wanted to kind of indicate that for you guys here in this video and kind of give a glimpse into what's happening with RWAs. We talk about kind of Ondo and why they're at the top. Okay, so this 3x in value in terms of TVL definitely sets them apart from other cryptos that dabble into RWAs. And for the discussion that we're having, Ondo Finance is definitely at the forefront of what cryptos I'm targeting within RWAs. And like I say, under $1, Ondo is one of my, I don't want to say locks, but it is a firm bet and conviction play that I have within crypto that I wanted to share with you guys in this video. So I appreciate you all tuning in. As always, if you haven't done so by now, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us on the channel. Leave your thoughts down below. Are you a believer in Ondo? What are you guys doing? Are you accumulating? Are you just kind of tabled on the sidelines? I want to know down below in the comments, but I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Please remember to do your own research and due diligence and that none of this is financial advice. But if you want to start trading crypto and you're looking for a new exchange, check out my link down below for BTCC. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.